With that said, we will have the players joining the field. And that means the second game of tonight. We'll see if it is going to be, is that there? Is Eidolon? Epsilon? I'm unsure on how to pronounce it, probably. We'll get told at some point, but it's the Berserkers. Made us wait a few extra minutes from the designated time. But they'll make it worthwhile. They've got one. It's all that they need. Can they now step it up, take it into another lane? Saw prior series and how good that was. Can they live up maybe to even half the billing? Or Stocky drops down, will not be good at much in terms of pressure. Sheppy across. Had a tick there and then Stocky across. Crazy's doing well. Jerky struggling. Stocky will just peel off the opening line, but a minute gone. Berserker side up by 1. It'll take a little bit of time for the series to clearly warm up. They aren't already. Doesn't even look like they've scrimmed or going into it. If they have, it's been fairly mundane. With a shot from that distance goes in. Just does not work well enough. Well, across. Our tick's there. Drop down. Surely not. Strange opening this. Usually the teams that trust each other, you'll see them play with a bit more pace. What we're seeing now, this is fairly slow by its standards. Usually you see the setup where they're typical threes rotation, very circular, dimensional in its platform. 2 back, 1 up. Or pivot style play, usually dictated where the ball at the mid lane is. This, on the other hand, nowhere near. Berserkers, on the other hand, taking full advantage of it. Opening game will not be going down as a classic. They might be slightly foolish to run this one out. Western Force came rampant earlier in the season. In game 1, series dramatically improved in game 2, 3, 4, and 5. Should be not getting to this one as cleanly as he ideally would like to. Stocky just banging the ball just hopelessly into the corner. Jerky trying to find a team. He had a little bit more purpose on this one. Player was not ready. Feels most desperate. The clearances, the idea is there. Could give him credit for that, but other than that, it's been a decent flick, stick to the backboard, and suddenly a little bit of life kicks in. We're waiting for something. We're waiting for anything. We've got some of it. Sadly, that something just went out the window. Tartik just taking that chance, getting it. 1 minute 30 now, and Stocky Straight across. Jerky just dropping back. Couldn't get any more. Basic, the kick up not being used or in any certain ways of back left, back right. It's just who's there and can we get to it? Nothing wrong with it, just do it well and it looks good. Do it badly and not anymore, and Stocky not able to do much, and that Stocky piles in. Crazy, getting absolutely blattered into smithereens and off on the puff, and this door still being applied. Stocky across, bangs that one. A hemorrhage. He will be in. There's a bit of paracetamol to ease the pain, as this opening game has been just critically unimpressive throughout for the side in blue. As Stocky not even to get anything. Credit to the Berserkers though, they've closed down all the opportunities, the avenues. Not even taken out to the spell off and crazy. Just a shot, not even a second one to tip your hat towards to. Opening game. Couldn't get any one-sided, as I stated. So plenty of tasks, plenty of time, but I'll get things going quicker. Plenty of time anyways. For a second there. But Jerky there. Surprised actually during that somewhat of an interval. Saw the ping there, but shit, I believe it was Rampage further up. Doesn't ask for a reset, doesn't ask for a moment to stop down. And the way you're in front, you don't normally ask for stuff like that. Good air dribble out. But again, the second man, third man, where are they in support? Where is the playmaker going to come from? Few demos now, surely spice it up. Bit of space to play with, no hook shot, cut in field. Sheppy. There was a shot planted there, and this is just something that you see in an arcade machine. Muse as a child. And apparently this is the Masters, the top tier of IEL. We do see some bad goals here and there. Stocky on the other one rips it through the heart. I'll get things back. The heart will flutter between the two. Two minutes gone, one apiece. Can't really say between the two of them. The second game, they deserve the leader to deserve to be doing. The Berserkers have played naturally the better and cleaner gameplay. They haven't been rewarded for it. So how much of a scrap do they want to be in? They don't seem to be a side willing to play it either. They've spaced themselves out. My problem is in that defensive line, you might have the boots for it for a time being, but do they have the rotation to cover each other if a shot, a ball, or anything is fired upon them? So far the answer is no. When they went on to attack there, similar issue. Opportunities at least to pile a bit of pressure in here. On team itself, there was comments made from myself and certain players of firing the ball. Berserkers there, when they've been trailing, they've done never enough a similar response. Gonna have to find a way to play in all three near or not. Worshipping the ball, not really applying any direct pressure to force it. Decent 50 here. Soki should be controlling that much better. Loses possession. Another extension here though by the Berserker side, and suddenly, quick little snip. The shot though dealt with for the time being. 60 seconds now. Stocky trying to play through it. Middle lane not going to be working well. Crazy crusher. Hasn't done much crushing. The side has been truly stocky. Without Stocky, this side would not be surviving. He's dribbled, he's flicked, he's defended, he's scored. The only thing he's yet to do is read poetry in front of his opposition just to show how talented he can be. There's Stocky putting the fourth one in. Huge difference between game 1 and 2, but a similarity throughout both. When they are down and they're not getting up. Why? Seems to be a mentality issue. Seems to be the gameplay. Becomes second thought. You can ask yourselves, what's the point sometimes? You can look left and right to your teammates and sort of ask them to pick up their gameplay. What their respective captains now ask for themselves and from each other. Reduce the mistake. There's a catalogue of errors by both sides, game 1 and 2. But this is rupturing, and the spleen will need to be taken out. 1-0 already. The Berserkers have been tamed before, though. Will they go timid? It's an early goal. They can see not one the threat from though. Stocky not getting a touch of the ball. He was dropping down from the wall. Not adequately. Infield pass, surely. He gone alone. Wise? Foolish? Well, all of the above may apply. but it's Shippy in goal number 2 in. Berserkers side will just now be looking at past moments of the series alone and going, we've got this. Teams have struggled to score when they've conceded. So you hear the woodwork. There was a shot planted. It's by Crazy too. He's been awfully quiet. And then that moment there, he could have said, at least in IEL here, that he's awake, he's active, he's participating. And so far, we've yet to see anything off the Masters level quality. At least to justify it. 3-0 there. So where Eidolon itself are struggling to get out of defense. When they're even on offense, they've cowered away from taking the shots. And that is a little bit of fancy footwork. Team play, the morale will be going a little bit higher up. And so far the better question, is Eidolon even on the pitch at the moment? There's been 4 goals unaccounted for. Not even a response for. It's 5-0. 5-0. If it had a 1 beside it, it'd be Hawaii 2. And so far the Berserkers will have every right to put their feet up and enjoy the break. Because the sightseeing trip on the opposition side has been unimpressive so far. Half the game gone. Suddenly the door knocking around. Crazy crossfield. Double pinch. You love to see it when you're up in front. You're strutting yourself with 5 goals to nothing. Even the goalpost doesn't even want to know you. Must be a cruel saint. And so far this team, Eidolon, doesn't even know who's on their own side at the moment. They're just hitting the ball to the corner, to the grass, to the air. If there was even a roof at this point that has been deconstructed where we can have open space, they've been floated away by this point. They are gone and dusted. If this was a ranked game, you'd be hitting the forfeit button quickly too. Well, if you have a kettle or a cup of tea that you fancy making a sandwich, this might be the time to do it. Because this has not been to the standard that we've even saw on today's stream alone. Nerves perhaps maybe being on stream. Maybe. But should still be able to play a game nonetheless, and so far Berserkers have retained the scary fact that how dominant they were. Even with 2 demos, they can't even get that one in. Respawn on Kane. Or ticked us sending that one across. Lifeless in game 3. Berserkers have really enjoyed everything that comes about. Pure domination. Just very little you can say about it. No control, no passing that finds the teammate in the right time at the right points. So game 4. We're seeing when the goals have gone in, they have gone in. The dam has been burst and the water keeps on flowing. And it's up to the players on the other side to step it up. A return to myself cast in the Masters division itself. We've seen one respectable series, a good series. And then this one. A horror story on its own that you'll be telling your kids that GC does not mean anything. It's been inflated. Berserkers do not need to prove themselves. They have hammered in goal after goal. Now Eidolon now. They are the ones who have to step it up in game 4. They even see a chance. And that one goes straight on through. Complete, utter meltdown in defence here. Who put a roundabout in there? Sheppy up. See-through ball? No, but the bump on their teammates, and even with all the camaraderie, shall we say, to get to know you meeting in that orange box by the Berserkers. Eidolon couldn't put one in. This time they do. Finally one apiece. Stocky stepping up. For the first time, Crazy doing something maybe memorable. 3 minutes 41 on the clock. Game 4 itself, IEL, the Masters. Atomic cross. Stocky, not dropping down. We'll see through ball. There's a window here, and Jockey. Shorthand pass via the side wall. Sheppy there, Crusade dropping that, and suddenly horrible time to challenge him. Lunged in, unwielding. Slapped the ball around, maybe one too many, and it could go in your own net. Jerky looking to put this one in. Tip to the side, nonetheless. Half the game still to go, though. One apiece, not a margin. You can put a hat on for safety, and oh my word. Diabolical. Welcome to the charity stream where goals are given for nothing. To a pace now, and we haven't even reached the halfway point. Control by both sides now leading questions to be answered for. Which side is looking the least to be accountable? Trying to get in Shippy. Could have near enough redirected that one in and back on target. And more importantly, towards the net to go 3-2 down. High ball here, searching, predating. Threads the needle this one. No back wall defense already in the final third. They were just pushing a little bit too far up and had to circle their way back. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. So the Berserker side are now asking what their oppositions are capable of, and expect this maybe at the prospect level, where the backboard is completely undefended. And yet, here at the Masters, it's been ignored. Won't be the highlight match, this one. Probably both set of fans for these respective teams are chewing on their fingernails. Not with excitement, with fear of their own defensive departments. That ball will just run away. It will be turned around quickly. Both sides are just hammering the ball, throwing. That will be on target, dealt with this time. In the corner. At least capable. And that straight at this opposition. Very little to do, and you can see both sides are saying, aye, we'll take a free goal like that. Shot has been tilted away, 60 seconds. And so far, if the scoreline remains as is, we will go to a game 5 decider. I know I'm usually known for harsh and maybe over dramatic sometimes in the analogies. Neither team deserves the win. It has been dreadful from start to finish. But one of these teams will have to put a win on the board. And they're going to have to step up their game throughout the rest of the league play too. That will kill off game 4. Would take an absolute sinkhole in the Berserk. Eidolon's net there. Both teams know they haven't played well. They will have one more game to step it up, take the victory. At least maybe, and potentially not see each other. The playoff scenarios and the wild card still up for the effects too. Automatic qualification. Still loosely capable. Just whether they can step it up to that lane. So far, Primal in the Masters has seen some great moments. Bad karma leading to. And some teams that have not set to the standard that we were hoping for. But the question is, who wants it more? Not who has been playing better, it's who wants it. And whoever just tennies up that defense, even by 1% in this game, would do well. Game 4 was really a catalysm that started by an own goal or two. Thankfully, a stat not counted for. There was a leaderboard for it. It would be worrying to see, because this game might be approaching double digits alone. Stocky not doing much here. He's directing the gameplay. Crazy Crusher moving across and done well. Let's get it out of the corner. Stocky the follow through, but a support and no trust in the defence here. Berserkers any or infield pass would have been sufficient. But a little bit more true. Stocky shot not good enough. Demos coming thick and thin. And the only opposal that has came from him is 5 minutes of the clock dwindled down to 3 now, as both teams are searching for a winner. It could be coming through here. It is. Jerky getting one in. Berserkers, who said before had been the better side. When they have been in front, they have dominated, to be given credit to. Eidolon's only done it once, though. And there's an equaliser. 3 minutes now. Time again for a mistake to separate the two. Coming up the goal line a little bit too early. The shot was easily read. Of just a little bit of time given. Rushing to the play. Sheppy, no second touch. Par, heart, dagger. All things here that the Berserkers side are using, and they're just tugged on them. Called into action. And when they need it most, has been at least reliant on that. Sheppy. Moving downfield, jerks there. Craig doesn't deal with it, and Stocky, sitter, misses. Oh, that will be one where you'll be sitting with a box of tissues, sitting on a lounger crying from Monday to Sunday in disbelief. Could we? Moment of brilliance. No. It's a second to the backboard. Berserkers finding a bit of space now. Not fully wide out. Giving it just enough space to play and work it into the game plan. 2 minutes now. We've been here before. They've led in opportunities, and Sheppy back down in suddenly. Back flicking defence here. Berserkers clad, third man rotation. Lease was there. Stocky. Straight, no bump really. These are hopeful little attempts, and Jerky literally trying to force that one through. Was not built for it though. Did not have the momentum to carry for it. This is an opportunity. That will be taken. You will not wonder, will not be asking yourselves, will not be approving if you're going, what's separated the likes of Ocean Force, Bad Karma, to master teams like this? You have your answer right in front of you, clear as day. Sloppy bit of possession. 3-2, 70 seconds. The Berserkers looking now to take it. They have been for some considerable time, and they failed to do so. Oh, you have to give credit here to Stocky. When this team looks down, they look gone. He stepped it up a little margin, whacks one in from the double. And this carnival series keeps on reeling off another goal. And chances now will not come with a price tag. The goal, on the other hand, will be a premium, so will the defence. And any insurance, if they get onto it, will be massive. And so far, Epsilon doing well enough to get this one out. 30 seconds now. Silver goal territory. And Sheppy dealing that one. Stocky forces the 50. The pressure into the corner. That's the mistake! He has been silent for game 1, 2, 3, and 4. But this one matters the most. The Berserkers, 17 seconds. This time the question's on your front doorstep. Haven't been able to do it. Props it up. Drop. Surely they let it die, and there it is. Not a series. You'll be watching back and going, yeah, that was the classic. Probably the better team on the night lost, in my opinion. Whether you agree on that, feel free to do so. That's the beauty of playing the game, though. Why you should never give up. You enjoy it, sit back and take it, but I guess in terms of this way, that's been IEL games, at least from Tuesday night, done. The mainstream will be on. All the information on the graphic there. Should tune in. Should be a couple of good ones this week anyway.